Mitsubishi Outlander. Yeah, I guess they still make cars. Quick review here. I'm just holding the camera. I'm actually not looking at the camera, so forgive me if I'm not pointing at the instrument panel. Exiting the Charlotte parking garage here, where I picked it up. This is a SUV, an Outlander. I guess it's a mid-size SUV. Crossover, whatever you want to call it. The couple things right off the bat: decent seats, mid-size at best. The backup camera is interesting because it does have lines shooting straight out the back. When you turn the wheel, the lines do not curve. That I saw in the Tahoe that I rented last fall. That is not the case with this Mitsubishi. So more to come. I'll give some driving impressions shortly. Billy Graham! Alright, so it is a 4-cylinder, what I have here. It's peppy enough. It's spacious enough. On the plus side, Charlotte also revamped its airport exits. It used to be just a disaster between that and the rental car garage. I'm so happy they did that. So it's quiet. I expect every single car made nowadays to be quiet. If I stomp on the gas, it takes 2 seconds before it kicks down, accelerates. I'm guessing it's a 4-speed automatic at best. Maybe a 5 if you're lucky. It's adequate. Adequate acceleration. I'm guessing there's a bigger engine you could probably get with this. I'll check it out later. Oh, I'm in traffic on I-85 north of Charlotte here. And I'm on a concrete road. I'm doing like 40 miles an hour here. And it's kind of noisy. I mean, yeah, okay, I guess this particular level of Mitsubishi is whatever level it is, which isn't that high. I guess this is a RAV4 competitor. I'm not, I just think there's a lot of road noise. Transient handling, did a little bit of that. Going back and forth between lanes. And I guess I'm spoiled. I just think it's a little sloppy. I could swear the Tahoe that I drove better, which is bad because the Tahoe probably weighs at least a ton more and is a foot taller and a foot wider and 3 feet longer, or who knows what. But you know, this car has 1,300 miles on it. It's not worn out. At least it better not be. And yeah. Anyway, we'll see what goes on. So here I am, sorry about that, about to back up into a spot, and the lines do not adjust too well on this thing. So when I turn the wheel all the way, the lines don't change, they just stay straight, but it does help guide you. I mean, these sort of things, they're nice, I'm glad. But the technology isn't that much more expensive to have it curve. This is a brand new Outlander, I mean 2015 model. All I could say is dated. That's what comes to mind. I mean, it's fine. This would have been a fine vehicle 10 years ago. Fine, no problem. I mean, gosh, it even has a push button start. So while we're here, let's do our review of at least the interior, and then we'll go to the exterior. I guess that's where you would put the key. There's just that. There's no USB outlet, so I'm doing this. I've got my own. I always carry one. It just is the way it is when you're traveling. Radio controls. This is tiny. I mean, look, yeah, I got big fingers. I got big hands, but I'm not the biggest guy in the world, and that's a tiny little knob, and that's the volume. That's the turn on, turn off. Okay, so let's do that. Let's keep ourselves from roasting here in the North Carolina sun here. I'll get an angle on this. Mitsubishi Motors Link system. The Bluetooth will not join to my phone. That might be my phone's fault. I don't know. I saw someone else's phone in here, so somebody did it at one point. Radio, you've got a radio. You can do your media stuff. I don't know how. I'm sure there's some way to do it. I just don't know where. I'm looking in the glove box. There's nothing obvious there for plugging things in. There's no USB or SD card slots. So, you know, what media? Is the media on your phone through Bluetooth? That's what I thought it was. So Bluetooth pairing, forget it. It just doesn't work. And then I try to pair something else. Cancel. Okay. No media that can be played. Yes, we know that. All right. Gauges. Gauges are clear. They're nice. I'm fine with this. They're digital/analog mixture. Temperature gauge is always a nice thing. I think that's just something that should always happen in any car. And of course, your fuel levels, trip meter. You know, all your controls on the stock. You know, you got on versus off for fog lights, you know, all that kind of stuff. You got controls on the steering wheel, cruise control. That's cool. No back controls. It's just whatever's on here. Skid control. This is a front wheel drive model. I think this is like a base Outlander, right? So it's nothing too super sophisticated, but it does have power windows. It has the water bottle place that cars have nowadays in each door. See, there's the passenger door. It has one. And if I look in the back seat, this is hard to see. Okay, not a lot of light down here, but there's, I wouldn't call it bottle space in those doors. Fairly roomy for what it is. You know, back seat, it's a 60-40 split. You do have this fold down part here, and of course you got your cup holders. This is it's cheap feeling. It's fine. That's hard plastic right there. Who cares, right? Especially if you're a family. This is fabric. I'm hoping it's Scotch guarded. I'm guessing this is identifying the latch anchors, which it is. And that's the basics. There's grab handles, which I think is nice. I mean, you know, you got your short family members, can't really handle things. Sure, you're gonna need that. Let's go take a look at the outside real quick. And what we have is a silver Outlander. It's a halfway decent looking vehicle. Yeah, there's bright sun here. Outlander SE. Oh, go ahead. So, some poor lady's wondering what I'm doing here. I don't know what her problem is. Too bad. There's room in the back. I have my carry-on suitcase, which is a good carry-on. And, you know, a couple little pockets and stuff. Cup holders back here. I guess there's a third row. Check that out. So let's go take a look at the third row real quick. Didn't really think of this looking at a rental car. So there's cargo space here. Then you have a third row. I'm surprised something this small has a third row. Not a lot of room. Yeah, this is absolutely comparable to a RAV4. This is not large space back here. And I'm having trouble because this is tight here. I'm guessing there's some middle seat adjustment I could do. Pull the latch, get that back. You know, it's fine. What the heck is this? Oh, maybe the seat backs for these things. I think that's kind of crummy that you have to separate the seat backs from the third row to fold it down. It's an extra step. You can lose those things, but whatever. Some people have them. Like I say, it's fine. 10 years ago, it would have been like, this would be an okay family hauler. Now, I guess, you know, maybe my tastes are spoiled or something. What can I say? This is the front-wheel drive model. I live up north. I'd get the all-wheel drive model if I wanted to spend that much money, perhaps. It looks to me like there's a transmission cooler in front of the radiator. I'm seeing it through the grill. That's cool. The final bit is this, Mitsubishi. I was at the New York Auto Show. They seemed a little behind the times. It sounds like they're hopeful to do something new, different, new platforms. I hope so. Yeah. Mitsubishi Outlander, competent, dated. If you get one cheap, I wouldn't say no. It's noisy inside on the highway compared to better vehicles. And but if you don't care about that, then good. Go get one. Thanks. Final bit on the interior. It does have tilt and telescoping wheel. So good. I wish every car did. All right, thanks for watching.